Trump campaign, along with over 70 million American patriots, are in a fight for the future of this country. What happens if we lose? Well, I'll tell you my predictions because it's time for Final Thoughts. Well, as you know, the Trump legal team is fighting like hell to uphold the integrity of the election and ensure all legal votes are counted and all fraudulent votes are removed.
70.5 million people voted for President Trump, and he owes it to them because they deserve to know and have confidence in the fact that we have free, fair, safe, and secure elections. And you know who else deserves knowledge in safe and secure elections? Everybody who voted for Joe Biden as well. Every American needs to be able to trust in the security of our elections.
Yes, voting software glitches, bloated voter rolls, alleged dead voters, ballot harvesting, backdated ballots, and those mysterious middle-of-the-night mail-in vote dumps. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or lie to you. This is not going to be an easy fight, but luckily, our president has never cared about easy and has never backed down from fighting the good fight for you, for me, for this country. And though I am confident what was done in the dark will be brought to light, I must warn you what is to come if we lose, and it's not pretty. 8 months ago, I warned you about voter fraud.
It won't be the witch hunts. It won't be because the Democrats suddenly developed a worthwhile agenda. It won't be because Joe Biden suddenly becomes appealing. It won't be because of tweets, speeches, memes, or anything else. I firmly believe the only way Donald Trump loses in November is due to voter fraud, and I have some final thoughts. Of all the things that threaten this nation, voter fraud is the thing I worry about most. It's voter fraud that will bring us socialism, open borders, bigger government, and Democrat-dominated elections for generations to come.
Trust me, in this case, the last thing I want to say is I told you so, but sadly, I saw this coming. Why? Because I lived in California where election deception was born, bred, and perfected. It was coronavirus that brought the California voting model dang near nationwide. But it's not just the voting model that will spread if Joe Biden, aka Kamala Harris, becomes president. What would the USA look like under a Democrat administration? Well, it's not hard to figure out. Look at California. The Golden State boasts the 5th largest economy in the world, yet has a ballooning homeless crisis, outrageous taxes and regulations, rolling blackouts, radical environmental policies, sanctuary and illegal immigrant coddling policies, felon-friendly laws, some of the strictest gun rights infringements in the nation, and now even a government-mandated holiday invite threshold. Sound fun and sound familiar? Sure does, because those were the agenda items presented at all the Democratic debates by all of Joe's competitors, including Kamala. That socialist wish list didn't work with even Democratic primary voters, so they ended up with Sleepy Joe, the so-called moderate. Or did they? Not really. He's the front man, the puppet, but Kamala is the one to watch. As Joe continues to decline, it will be Kamala who runs this country. Remember about a month ago when Nancy Pelosi touted the 25th Amendment?
It is my honor to welcome Congressman Jamie Raskin of Maryland, a constitutional scholar, as he introduces legislation to establish a commission on presidential capacity to discharge the duties and the powers and duties of the office. This is not about President Trump. He will face the judgment of the voters. But he shows the need for us to create a process for future presidents.
Oh, wait, you thought she was talking about Donald Trump? No, I don't think so. She was talking about Joe Biden. Think about it. Work to elect a man that is clearly in stages of dementia. Then when he becomes unable or unfit to serve as president, you bring in Kamala. And when you bring in Kamala, you California, you're America. You get a nationwide mask mandate that I believe will be in place long after COVID because there will always be contagious viruses. You will get extreme environmental policies, higher taxes, and more people dependent on the almighty government. You will get defunded police departments, defunded Border Patrol and ICE. You will then get open borders. You will get amnesty for the 10 to 20 million illegal immigrants in this country, followed by their granted voting rights. And when that happens, you have a devoted voting bloc so large it will be nearly impossible for a conservative to win again. Like I told you, once you give up your freedoms, you will likely never get them back. If you feel infringed upon and controlled now under these COVID mandates, wait till Democrats take over and all that I mentioned above really is the new normal they've been telling you to get used to. Is this making sense now? Why do you think Trump is fighting so hard to ensure the integrity of the election? It's not just about Joe, it's about the future of this nation. The voting model is just the Trojan horse that will bring the rest in. But our saving grace is this: it's not over. This nation is not going to go down the road of socialism without a fight. Those are my final thoughts from Nashville. God bless and take care.